But before you do, there are some things that you really need to understand, just so we can get rid of the hype and all the rubbish that surrounds the internet marketing world. You will not get rich on the internet, not as a beginner. You know, to achieve success on the internet requires a set of skills and a business model which you need to follow. And if we crunched it down to what I consider to be the smallest amount of work that you have to do, then you'll find that there are 3 steps before you can actually become successful on the internet. And becoming successful simply means to make money. You know, once you've got over and understood the first step to running a business online, it's then that you'll be ready to make some money on the internet. It's then that you'll actually be in a position where you can be part of the crowd that actually makes some real money. So I wouldn't be doing you any justice if I didn't tell you right off bat that you cannot achieve success on the internet without spending some kind of money. You know, you have to get it into your head straight away that in order to run a business anywhere, whether it's online, whether it's in the off-world, whether it was on the moon, anywhere you had to run a business, you would have to spend money. Okay, you'll have to invest cash before you can make any kind of money online. You know, all businesses need financial support to stand any chance of success. We ask the question, how do we build a successful business online, and how do we make that successful business an honest way to make money? And so I've drawn a really simple mind map here that I'm going to take you through right now, and just to explain to you what it is that you need to do and where it is you need to be if you expect to make any kind of money on the internet. And as I teach everybody and tell everybody, we're not in this for fun. You're not out there working hard and building a website just for fun. You're doing this for money. The sooner you understand that there's money to be made and that you can take a piece of that money, the sooner that you'll understand what needs to go on. And so there's a tiny little mind map. This little thing here, this is you. This is you just coming into the internet world. Okay? And the first thing that is important to remember is that there is gold on the internet. It is out there. There is plenty of money to be made on the internet. All you've got to do is be able to find your unique way into that. And so there's this big lump of gold that waits for you on the internet. And you're here, trying to make your way into the world. And like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, there are lots of obstacles around you. But if we break this down into the most simplest form, then what you're going to find is that there's actually 3 obstacles that you need to cross. And there's 3 obstacles that you need to become more workable with. These are the things that you actually need to go out there and do. Okay, and around you, around the crazy internet, is the swamp. This is the place where the bad people are. These are the places where most beginners end up spending all their life. And that is what we're going to try to eliminate right here. And so if we take the first obstacle we find is this one here. Now this obstacle is building a website. And nobody actually understands the importance of building that website and how many parts there are to building that website. And so we come out the gates like a bull, and then we quickly realize that, hey, in order for me to make money, I'm going to have to build myself a website. And then people go out and they try and find answers in this crazy swamp. And while they're out there in the swamp, they're meeting up with the snake charmers who are pulling them in and making them buy books and ebooks that teaches them how to build a website, how to make that website better. And all that happens is you get sucked into this swamp, into this crazy place, and you end up floating around there, never finding an answer, and you never make your way into the gold. Okay, because there's components, there are parts of what it takes to build a website, and to make that website a place where people will be happy to come. Okay, and once you've learned to break these down into those parts, that's when you'll start to see success. And you can't make success happen overnight. It's not possible. It only happens because of a certain set of plans and a certain set of ways that you do things. You're going to have to tackle a niche. And that's the first step of building a website. Once you've built a niche, you're going to have to make sure you've got the correct keywords. Keywords mean everything on the internet. Then you need to concentrate on the website, build a website, get the website where it needs to be. Then you need to find content. Without content, there is no business online. Everything revolves around what you say, what you write, what people say, what they write, what it is they want. Once you've got that content in place, you then need to pre-sell it. You need to take your product and your service and get the word out. Make the word good. You need to make the search engine sit up and take notice of you. Without the search engines, it is impossible to make money. Without the search engines, you do not know what people really want, where they are, and how you get them to you. You then need to take the traffic that the search engines chuck at you, and you need to make sure that traffic is targeted and focused and knows what they want and want the same thing that you're trying to give. And you need to bundle all this together with links and make this one whole unit that just makes its way in naturally into the next one. And so once these are all tackled, once we know how to do this, then we've built a foundation. Then we've built a way to make money on the internet. Then we can make a bridge, a big strong bridge which takes us straight in to the next step. Until we've done this, there is no money to be made. If we don't have an office, a place of work, a place where we can get people interested, all it's going to end up doing is we're going to keep looking for the solutions in the swamp. We're going to go and ask the people that say they have answers. They're going to make you rich overnight. And all you do is you get caught up in this swamp. And most beginners, unfortunately, end up spending their whole life in this swamp, and they end up going nowhere except round and round in circles. And the only money that they ever talk about or they ever see is the money that they spend inside the swamp on the people that claim to have answers for them. Okay, so it's really vital to us that we understand that that first step has to be crossed if we have any chance of making any kind of money on the internet. So once we've got the bridge, once we build the foundation, we then need to concentrate on becoming an expert, on becoming an authority. You only become successful online if people understand that you have an answer to their question, that you have the solution that they've been looking for, that you can supply them with the wants and the needs that they need. Once you've done that, that's when you'll be in a strong position to make some strong money. And once again, people end up getting caught up in the swamp. They end up getting caught in people that say they can give them what they need, that they can do things for them, and that they have the answer to make them rich in 30 days, that they have the answer to get these people in to where they need to be in order to make money. But the truth is, that doesn't happen. And so becoming an expert is a vital part. You need to increase your reach. You need to get people to understand that the products on your web pages, at your website, are the products that they need. That the solutions that you have, the systems that you have in place, the services that you provide are exactly what they want. And as you expand your reach into the internet, you will start to get much more authority on your website. You'll get much more people that will understand that you do have the answers to what they're searching for, and that you do know what's going on. And that's a vital part of becoming successful online. It's at the expert stage of life that we start to make some serious money. And this is where things start to tick over and you start to connect with other people. And the connecting with other people is the bit that truly makes you successful online. Once you reach this stage, once you've crossed that bridge from building a strong website to becoming an expert, then that bridge that you have is quickly made across the last stretch. And the difference between becoming an expert and connecting with like-minded people is just purely the amount of people that will end up on your website. And let me give you a quick example. You've built your website. You've become an expert. You're starting to get your reach around. You've made yourself a product, or you have a service that you know people want. You go out into the world and you find like-minded people. You connect with people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. You go to these people, you take their established businesses, you take the people that they've collected already who are interested in the things you do, and you do a deal. You have these people go to your websites, they go to see your products, and you end up right in the middle of the gold. And the step that you take from this stage of connection to gold is so close that once you start it, you will never be without it. You'll wake up in the morning with gold around your toes. You won't be able to move anywhere without there being gold. It really is that simple, because the connections that you make are the peoples that will make you rich. Nobody gets rich on the internet on their own. If you take your product or your service that you've made with your website, that you've reached other people with your connections, and the strength that you have with becoming an expert, then simply you could take 1,000 people. Let's say we take 100 people. Let's keep it really simple. And those 100 people are all skilled, just like you. And these 100 people all have on their list 1,000 people that are all focused and interested in what you do. That all of a sudden means that 1,000 people from 100 different locations will all be sent at the same time from these people that you've connected with straight to your services. Now what if you had 1,000 people that all had 3,000 people on their list? Can you see how many people could be sent directly to your website in one day, in one hit? And that is the importance of why we follow this 3-step process. You do not want to get caught up in this crazy world here, okay? Because you will drown. This will be you. And you will be drowning in this terrible place. So it's vital that you follow 3 steps. And that's the one thing that is happening in business. So start tough, start right, start strong, start with good enthusiasm, make the small changes that need to be made in your life, believe in what you can do, and I can promise you 100% that you will build a successful website business on the internet. Okay, so we'll wrap this video up by going back to where we started. When you first came onto the video, we said that there was 3 ways that you could benefit from the website at honesthomebusiness.com. One is to watch the videos and the home business training series, which is a phenomenal place to be. The second is to read the content that's written on the website and to find out what it is that really is required of you. And the third way is the single most important way, and this is the best place that you can possibly be, and it's a John's treasure chest of free gold. Now what this is a protected website for members only. This is a place full of resources that will grow to be singly the best place on the internet for beginners to learn for absolutely free. It's rammed to the rafters with video courses. There's free reports on every part of growing a business, every part of making money. There's free business training. There's advice and coaching that I give. There's software, there's tools, there's ebooks on every imaginable way of making money online, and a video series course that blows everybody else completely out the water. Now this is free. It's important that you understand that the money you're spending right now buying these ebooks and reports is the thing that will crush you. Where you need to spend your money is on the services. Where you need to spend your money is on the people that can help you succeed and take the pressure away from you. All the other ways you spend money are the wrong ways. So take your name and your email address and put them into these 2 boxes. Become part of this community, become part of a successful team, and spend the rest of your time keeping your money in your pocket when it comes to learning. Okay, it's important that you do that. So if you're on a video sharing site, make your way to honesthomebusiness.com right now. Get yourself a piece of the action. There is only one way into this treasure chest, and that's through this website. Do it now. Put your name and your email address in, and let's get busy building you a business that's successful online.